Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to K2 Blogging, and today in this video I'm going to show you how we can create a sticky section like this. So as you can see, we have a sections and another section will stick to the top, and then we have one more sections. So in this way we can set a sticky sections in your WordPress website. So here I'm going to use the Kadence blocks to design a sticky section like this. So let's check how we can do that. And before that, if you found this type of content helpful, make sure to hit the like button. So first of all, let's go to the WordPress dashboard and let's create a new page. Now let me set the page title to sticky. All right, now we need to make some changes on the page setting. So I will click on here. I will disable the title, set this to full width and set the content style to on box. Let's disable the vertical spacing and disable the feature image. Now let's create the section one by one. So we need to create a row layout where we have two sections. First one is the cart flows and all this description, and there is an image on the right side. So let me copy these sections and let me add a row layout. So I will add a row layout and I will add two sections. In the left section I will paste the content, and here I will add a button. And let me select the whole row layout and let me set this to use theme content inner width like this. Now in the right side, let me add a image. So let me click on image and let's go to media library and let me select that image like this. And let me set this to align middle, and let's add a background color here. So let me select a background color like this. Now let me duplicate this section. Let me set this to left align, and let me make some changes on the button as well. So let me increase this size and let's add a icon here. All right, now we can duplicate this section and let me change the image so that you can differentiate the slider or differentiate the container. Now let me set a different background color. So let me choose a different color. Now let me change the content. So let me add the modern cart here. So let me select all these sections. All right, we have created 4 different sections. Let me change that background color as well. All right, we have created 4 different sections. So you can see the layout here. We have 4 row layout. Now let me click on first row layout and let me add another row layout before it. Let me click on here. Let me select this first section. Let me copy this and let's add that as well. So I will add a text block and paste it here. And then let me copy the description as well. So let's duplicate it, change that, and let me change it to paragraph. All right, let me click on row layout and let me set it to inner content width and let me set it to full width, and let's keep this to center align. Now let's add a padding from the top, 3x padding and 3x padding on the bottom. Now what I can do is I will copy all the row layout and move this to this section like this. So the main row layout, and then we have 4 row layout under that. So let me close that, and you can see this is the main row layout, and then we have 4 sections. All right, now let me click on here and we can make some padding as well. So let me click on here and let me set the padding to, let's say, 50 pixel. So I will add padding around all the sides to 50 pixel or let's say 40 pixel. And I want a bottom margin to separate the section. So I will click on here. Let me set the bottom margin to, let's say, 20 pixel. All right, now let me click on the row layout and let me copy the styling and let me paste this styling to each of the row layout so that we can add padding to each of the row layout. Let's click on this and like this. Now let me save it and check in the front end. So let me open it, and as you can see we have the 4 different sections and we have spacing due to margin, bottom margin, and then we have added padding. It is looking good, but now I want to make this section sticky. So for this, let me go to the page and let me create a new section so that you can understand. So let me add a new section below this. So this is a testimonial section just to demonstrate how this works. Now to make this section sticky, let me click on the first row layout. So you can see this is the first row layout, and here you need to make some CSS. So here in the selector, let me set position and I will type sticky here like this, and let me add a top offset. So I will type like top and let me set it to, let's say, 30 pixel. So it will display 30 pixel below the top section. So let me copy the CSS rule, and we need to make some changes on each of the row layout. So let me select the second row layout and let me go to advanced, go to CSS and let me paste it here. Now here I need to add 50 pixels. So I will increase 20 pixel. So let me set it to 50 pixel. Then let's go to next row layout, go to CSS, and here let me paste it here and let me change it to 70 pixel, and then in the last row layout let's add 90 pixel like this. Let's change that to 90 pixel. Now let's click on save and check how it looks in the front end, because we have keep the sections sticky and we have added top offset. So let's go to the front end and refresh this page, and as you can see we have a sections. So let me add border so that you can differentiate what it actually looks. So let me click on the first row layout and let me add a border here. So let me add border of 3 pixel and let me set a color here like this. Now let me click on here as well. Let's add a border of 3 pixel and let me add a different color like this. Now let's click on here. Let's set the border to 3 pixel and let me choose a different color and let me select this 3 pixel and let me choose a color like this. All right, we have added border so that you can differentiate how it looks. So let me hit save. All right, as you can see we have this fast sections, and if I scroll down it will add a 30 pixel top offset. Due to this admin bar it is not showing properly, so let me open this in an incognito mode so that you can see how it looks to the actual visitors. So let me open that. All right, this is the fast section, and if I scroll down it will set a top offset of 30 pixel, and then it will set a offset of 20 pixel, and then it will offset a 20 pixel like this. So in this way you can add a sticky sections like this. So let me add a border or corner round or border radius. So what I can do is I will go to first section, and here let's go to border and let's set it to, let's say, 10 pixel. Now let's do the same with all the sections. All right, I have added a border radius as well. So let's see how it looks in the front end. So let me refresh this, and as you can see this is the sections and it will stick like this. Let me scroll down and it will stick like this. So this is how you can create a sticky section like this in your WordPress website using the Kadence blog. So this is quite similar to that we have seen in the card flows website. So you can see it will stick like this. So make sure to add a border and a unique background to each of the sections so that it will looks great, and it will scroll past once the last section reach. So this is how simple it is to create sticky sections in WordPress website using the Kadence blocks plugin. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe our channel. And if you want me to create more videos on Kadence, generated blocks, Elementor or AI tools, then do let me know in the comment section so that I can prepare my content accordingly. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.